So, as you may know, Treyarch, while they were with Activision, made World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 Zombies. I have to adjust my mic, I apologize, because I don't want to blow out your ears, but they made those four games, and in that time, here they've made 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 33 Zombies maps, not counting reskins and whatnot. But today, I'm going to go through all of them and rank them because people like tier lists, and this is an excuse for me to have a video podcast up. So I want to point out, just running through this, goated classics, great, alright, terrible, and never played. There's going to be a lot in the never played because I already can see like 3 that I don't know enough about to have an opinion. But I'm just going to go from top to bottom. So Nacht der Untoten. This is probably one of, if not my favorite zombies map. I don't know why. There's just something about it I love so much. It's I gotta look at it from an unbiased view though. It's pretty bare bones. You got the one room with maybe 5 barriers, and you got one unlockable door, which has, I think in World at War you only have Mule Kick, but in Black Ops 3 you have Wonder Fizz upstairs. So you have the box, you have everything you need, but it's the good kind of crowded where you don't need a bunch of unnecessary rooms. And I will say, in Cold War, I don't like what they did with Noct. They added a bunch of outside stuff, they added that whole big-ass cave, and it's like, you really didn't need to complicate Noct that much. You could have just kept it at what it was. But I do have to give it points for it being the first ever Zombies map. Uh, it's also a classic map. I don't. I'm tempted to put it either at top of great or bottom of goated. I'll put it at great for now. If it gets moved up later, that's whatever, but, Moon. I'm gonna rank this one. I haven't played it a lot, but I will say I did not have a good experience with it the first time because I didn't know you were supposed to stay in the teleporter, and the first time I played it, the first few times I played it, which was on Black Ops 3, I understandably freaked out when all those zombies came running after me, but I stood in the teleporter, but I didn't stay in there, so I kept getting confused as to why I couldn't beat it. But then when I did eventually get in there, I just thought the map was alright. You could interchange this based on preference, because if you think space and being in space is really cool, then you might put this in great, and that's fine, but especially in a zombies game, going into space never seemed all it was cracked up to be. Yeah, it's cool, of course, but it's just alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna put it in alright. This is where I'm gonna lose some people. Good old transit. Yep, this is definitely where I'm going to divide some opinion. I think everything from this point on, I'm either going to be loved or hated. I'm gonna just say it, I think Transit is a bit overhyped. I won't even lie. It's great, of course it is. Like, why would it not be? But it just feels a little too played up. We play it a lot on streams, and I think maybe I'm just burnt out. Same with, where is it? Same with Buried. I'm kind of just burnt out of it now. But if I'm looking at the map from, like I said, a non-personal standpoint, it's fine. You have Misty, Stu, Russman, and Marlton is his name? Yeah. So there's points for that, of course. You have Ted, which, of course. I can't, I'm sorry, I'm so burnt out of this map. Uh, it probably is in goated. I don't know, if I should let personal bias not steer like everything, but I should let it have some input because, if you're trying to personalize the tier list yourself, then you should let your personal opinion move a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna just put it in all right above Moon. I don't really like the map. It's just fine to me. Bus Depot is basically one section from Transit turned into an endless mode, and I get the whole gimmick is that there's no perks and there's no Pack-a-Punch and there's only Mystery Box, but honestly, remember how I was talking about how Noct is the good kind of simplistic and good kind of crowded where you don't need it to be open? I feel like this one needed to be open. Like, if Transit's alright, then this one's just because all you can do is run a little bit outside, and go inside, and repair a few barriers. That's it. And you do it till you die, so that's just kind of... It's not terrible, but it's basic. Farm. This is another one where my opinion about it has changed a lot as time has gone on. I used to think it was pretty good when I started playing the game at, like, what, 9 years old? Maybe earlier. I don't know. I remember playing it when I was, like, really, really young, but I could have the years off. I initially liked it, then I thought it was the worst map ever, then I realized I was stupid, and now looking at it from this standpoint, I think it's kind of like Bus Depot, it's just, it's another section from Transit that was turned into an individual map. It's not terrible, but, like, I'm gonna put it in below Bus Depot, because... Actually, I'm gonna put it above Bus Depot, because Farm at least has a little more room. Town, I believe, is probably the only good section from Transit turned into its own map. It's pretty, it's a classic, like... I don't know if I want to put it in the top, though. I'll put it in great above Noct. Because at least no matter how many times I play this map, I don't really get that tired of it. Nuketown Zombies is the most underrated zombies ever made, and you can change my mind. Like, I know so many people who don't like this map for some reason. Like, they love Nuketown on multiplayer, but they absolutely hate it on zombies, and it's like, why? Sure, maybe the idea of perks falling down is not for everybody, because it's randomized, but, like, it's such a good map. I'm gonna put it in Goated. I'm gonna put it in Goated. I don't care. I've accepted that this is gonna divide some opinion, and I don't care. I'm putting it in Goated. The only gripe I can think of is, like I said, sometimes if a perk falls, you want it to be something, and it's, like, I've had countless times where I want it to be either double tap or jug, and it's just speed cola. Or I want it to be Pack-a-Punch, and Pack-a-Punch doesn't drop till, like, round 20. But, yeah, I'm putting it in Goated, I don't care. Die Rise. It's okay. That's all I can really muster. The Sliquifire sucks, let's be real. And you might just be saying it's a skill issue and that I don't know how to use it, and fair enough, I'm not the greatest at zombies, but, like, I've tried using it on several occasions, and it sucks. I've killed myself more than I've killed other zombies with the Sliquifire, and despite the sheer amount of places you could fall to your death in Die Rise, the Sliquifire still isn't that great. So overall, it's just meh. I'm gonna put it in alright. Above Moon, below Transit. Mob of the Dead is a classic. I'm trying to think if I have any complaints. Most of my complaints are with the Warden, to be honest. When I was younger, I used to think he was terrifying and he was unbeatable. Now I'm just annoyed because it's like, you fucker, you locked the box and now I have to pay $2,000 to open that back up. But, yeah, it's, I don't know. It's definitely a classic, like I said. Yeah, I think it deserves to be in top. I'll put it above Nuketown Zombies for if just in case there's anybody out there who's like, I thought he said he wasn't gonna let personal. Yeah, I don't care. Nuketown's goated, and you can't convince me otherwise. Buried. Like I said, I'm really, really burnt out on this map. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. The idea of going through the witches and if they get close to you, they steal your points was great, and it was a thing that was reused in a lot of future zombies maps. And having that maze and sitting down there with Pack a Punch, that's my end game spot in Buried. If we play Buried, I will sit next to the Pack a Punch machine and just chill. But you have Leroy Jenkins. I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm so burnt out in this map. It's probably better than Transit though. I'll put it in great, at the bottom of great. Origins is also a classic. My my only gripe, like my only major gripe about Origins, the staffs are so annoying to get. Like there are so many steps you have to go through to get the staffs, and maybe it's just because I don't like them because I never go for the staffs when I play Origins, and I'm always the person who like whenever I play Origins with the guys, they're the ones going for the staffs, and I'm just trying to get guns. But I don't know. I think the setup for most of the staffs is way too damn hard. So if it wasn't for that, I'd put it in Goated, but I'm gonna put it at the top of Great. Verrucht is another underrated map. I don't see a lot of people appreciating it, and it's nice for what it is. It's probably not on the same level as any of the ones up here, but it's good, and like I said, I don't see many people appreciating it. It's really tight corridored, which a lot of people might not like, and there are times I will admit I don't like that it's close corridored, but it's also a blessing because it makes slaying hordes of zombies easier. It makes training a bitch, but like if you have Ray Gun Mark II or a Pack a Punch to like LMG, it makes tearing through them easier. And I don't know, I've always same with Noct, I've always resonated with this map more than some of the other ones. I'll put it very, very low grade. Shadows of Evil. This is probably one of the only Black Ops 3 maps I'm going to be able to have any opinion on. But it took me a while to learn the beast mechanics, I won't lie. And looking at it, I feel like the I don't know if they just got lazy and reskinned the beast to the Margwa or the Margwa to the beast, whatever one came first. And maybe I'm just burnt out on this map too, because for the longest time I didn't have Chronicles. So I could only play Shadows of Evil. And for the I don't know, I don't want to see another zombies map in my life that has the old school classic theme, because I've seen so friggin' many of them. But I gotta appreciate it for what it is, so I'm gonna put it above Transit. Because it does have a bunch of redeeming qualities, but I feel like it's not into the legendary category. Okay, this is gonna be a quick burst of I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No idea. I played this map like once, but I don't remember how it works. Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. I might have played this one. I don't know. Okay, Shino Numa. This one I have played a lot. Shino Numa, I know it was in the original Black Ops. I'm trying to remember, because you go around this whole swamp area, and I do like that they didn't just flood you with water, because the water slows you down, and if you try to jump through it, it slows you down even more, so you kind of just have to take it. But I feel like the pacing of the map is very good. And the perks being spaced out in different things and having like the roulette thing. I don't think any of the perks in Shino Numa are outright bad, but the roulette thing can kind of screw you over sometimes because it makes you land on one that you don't want at the current moment, and you just kind of go, I don't want that one, and then you have to go find another one, and it's, I don't know. But I'm gonna put it here. Sure. I don't know this one. Don't know. Don't know. I've been wanting to play this one. Kino's goated. Nobody's gonna argue with me on that one. I do acknowledge the fact that a lot of it can get repetitive because I feel like a lot of people, especially on Black Ops 3, are only playing Kino on online. So if you play it enough, it kind of gets boring and then yada yada. But in Black Ops 3, it is just mwah, chef's kiss. And in the first one, it's that too, but just, oh my god. 5 feels a bit weird. It's classic, of course. But yeah, it just feels weird to play. Because you gotta go down and do the DEFCON 5 stuff, but you have the guy who just steals your guns, and a lot of the times he'll bug out and he won't give you it back, or he'll take both your guns. And I don't know, it's weird. But it has some gripes. It definitely has some gripes. I'll put it below Origins, but above Town. If it wasn't for the gripes, it would be in Classics. Ascension's a mixed bag for me. Because it's cool that your whole goal is to launch the rocket. My main gripe is the fucking monkeys. I hate the stupid little monkeys that just... They can kill you really easily if they feel like it. They can disable your perks, and you have to run all the way back across the map. I've had several times where I only have Jug, and the monkeys spawn, and I am across the map from Jug, so I have to spend all my time running all the way across the map again just to get them off Jug, and then I die right after anyway. And, also, the map feels a bit stupid at times, especially when you turn the power on. I don't know if this is just me being shitty at the game, but when you turn power on, you get that rush of zombies that's basically a 50-50 chance of either immediately killing you or you getting out alive fine. And it's literally a dice roll whether you get out alive of that. But I don't know. I feel like in 3 it was definitely improved, but I played Ascension a little bit in the first Black Ops recently, and it feels a bit stupid. But I'll put it at the top of alright. Like, it has way more gripes than I want to hear. I haven't played Call of the Dead in a while. I know of it, and I know there's the Scavenger and the George guy, but I don't remember enough about the map. Shangri-La's terrible. I don't care. The map sucks. It is way too confusing. For one, it is way too confusing. Second, a lot of it seems unnecessarily difficult. Like, I played it like 6 times in one session, and I only managed to get to round 6 because most of it was either me trying to avoid death or trying to figure out what the hell to do. And I don't know. The jungle theme I don't think works in a zombies map, and I don't like it at all. There might be some redeeming qualities, and it might be your favorite map, and that's fine, but I think it's shit. So yeah, first draft. Is there anything I want to change? I'm going to move Nuketown to the top of Great. I'm actually going to bump Origins up to Goated. Because it is fun. I'm going to bump Shino Numa up a couple levels. I'm going to put Barry down a level. I'm sorry, I'm just so freaking burnt out of that map. I'm going to move Ascension up a level. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it... I'm going to move it down. Because the fucking monkeys. Why is it that they made Hellhounds super easy to deal with, but monkeys are the freaking devil? They're harder than the zombies most of the time. And I'm going to move Transit down a level and Die Rise down a level. Alright, here's my final one. The only terrible map is Shangri-La. Farm and Bus Depot are eh. Die Rise, Moon, Transit, Ascension, and Shadows of Evil are alright. Buried, Verrucht, Nocturne, Town, Shino, Numa, 5, and Nuketown Zombies are great. And the three ones in Goated and Classics are Origins, Mob of the Dead, and Kino der Toten. Honestly, if it wasn't for the Warden being an annoying piece of shit half the time, Mob of the Dead would probably be at the very top. But I mean, you could interchange these because Kino has the crawlers, but yeah. I know a lot of you are probably sitting there seething at me right now, but guess what? It's an opinion. Suck it up.